Hi, it's Miss E coming to you today just to give a brief overview of what I do, why I do it, and how I came into doing it. Here it is. I was minding my own business, but yet at the same time, I have found that people felt comfortable enough to come and talk to me and share with me their relationship troubles, issues, drama, whatever the case may be. And after taking this into account for a long time, I decided it must have been something for me to do with it. Because at the end of the day, what I would do is just give them mostly just a good ear, an objective ear to listen to. When it would come down to advice, I would give them, sometimes it would be textbook, because 9 out of 10, it would be a book that brought us together, and I would just give them an overview of what was in the book that I was reading. The other part would be because I was taking into account different experiences I've had, what I've known others to have, and based on what I knew went wrong, giving you tips on how to create the opposite of what you were looking to achieve. Case in point, I have also found that a lot of times coaching, counseling, even therapy just comes down to having a objective, open ear to listen to. Sometimes it's about translating. And by that I mean women speak from one way, men speak from another. A lot of times we're saying the same things, but it's coming out different, or it's being received different. Sometimes it's being received from a place of distrust, or you're guarded. You're so guarded that you don't even want to hear, because in the past you've been rejected for sharing your thoughts, and now you're at a place where the person you're with, because they're a lot more mature in their process and their thinking and where they are in their life, they're open to hear. What I have found is that men especially probably battle with this more than women do, because the women that they have chosen to share information with in the past have not been mature enough to handle it, or have come from this old way of thinking that men shouldn't express their feelings, or men shouldn't be so sensitive. And a lot of times we need to know that. We need to know where you're vulnerable, where you're sensitive, because so much is happening these days. I need to know where your thought process is coming from. I need to know why you're thinking like you're thinking, because it helps me understand you. And then therefore I can help minimize the anxiety that you have when we're talking as a couple. And that's what it comes down to. That's what coaching really comes down to. That's why I do what I do. I have found that I have the ability to communicate well, both with men and women, helping them to communicate with each other. Men are comfortable enough to come and talk to me, as are women. When women come and talk to me, I help them to understand a lot of times, most of the time, why their men think and or say what they do and why, because I'm listening to it from the other ear. Now, just because you come talk to me, whether we have a prior connection relationship or not, I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm not taking sides. I'm not here to do that. I am here to give you an objective yet comforting ear and voice of reason. Okay? Because if you're wrong, I will share that with you, not to judge you, but just to let you know, or to help you to see it from the other side. Like, consider it this way. This could be why they're saying this, why they're thinking it. And it's up to you based on what you know, because you know all the factors. We all know there are usually 3 sides to every story: your side, his side, and then the reality of it all. So because I'm only hearing it from your side, whether you're the male or the female, that's what I go by. And I'm hearing what you're telling me, what the other person is saying and doing. And I try to help put it into its proper context. That's what the goal is. Put it in its proper context and help you to see what they are saying based on what you're sharing with me. Now, if we have both parties in the room, then I can hear both sides and then say, okay, this is what I'm hearing you both say. And then that's usually what it comes down to. It's just sometimes things get lost in translation. That's what a coach, that's what a therapist, that's what a counselor, however you refer to it, that's what we all do. That's the end result. Because for me, my overall objective is to make or to help everything work out, everything be better, because that's what you want. Or sometimes it's just helping you reach that aha moment of whether it is or isn't really working, or just help to suggest some things that will help you to do things better in the future going forward. Help you to stop and take that deep breath and say, okay, before I respond, let me think about what I'm gonna say first, get myself together, because calmer voices prevail. If you're yelling and screaming and this, that, and the other, a lot of times that's not what's being heard, because a lot of people are feeling attacked when this happens, and so they shut down. Why would I talk if I'm not going to feel like I'm heard, or if I feel like I'm being attacked? Why would I do that? You just wouldn't. So that is the main reason. I want for all couples to work out. Now, one of the things I've always been approached with in the past, especially, is, well, how can you advise married couples when you haven't been married? Okay, I can kind of see your point, but I can tell you a lot from what has happened based on what I have heard and discussed and what I've had to interact with. I've heard men talk, married and single, so as well as with women. So I'm being objective. I'm just helping you put things in perspective and how to communicate better with your partner. Okay, so being married or single doesn't take away from that. I'm just a vessel that's being used to deliver the information, to deliver the message. You know, if you get so caught up in, well, they're this and they're that, I mean, because the other side of it is, if somebody's been married multiple times, then you'll be skeptical about that. But the other part of that is, again, if they've done it wrong in the past and now they're on to the path of doing it right, hello, why not? It's coming from a different perspective. You don't know what experiences another person comes with, what knowledge they come with. Allow yourself to be open to that so that you can receive what you need from it. Okay? You get so caught up in, well, they don't have this or they have that. I mean, because you have couples who have been married for years and years and years. That's great. Here's the other part with that. They could be limited in their experience because the only person they've known is the person they've been with. So their view can be skewed from that aspect. So, again, consider the vessel, do your research. You know, I took the time to get certified. I have several certifications in marriage, premarital relationship coaching. And then I also have spiritual advising training as well on a couple of different levels. So when I decided to do this officially, that's when I officially did it. I got certified with it and everything. And this was all after I had completed doing the book, Are You Sure That You Are Ready? Because I felt it was necessary. Because it's one thing to give information, especially in a book, but then to leave people hanging in the balance, so to speak, that was a concern of mine. So I wanted to be able to help guide you from the point of where you are, because I can meet you where you are in most cases, especially if you're open and willing to listen to another person's opinion and experience, because that's all it really comes down to. So I'm here. You can reach me on my Instagram, Miss E_Baker_organizer, or on my Facebook page. I have a page, Are You Sure That You're Ready, with the hashtag AYSTYAR. That's what that is. There's a group and a page under that name. You can DM me. You can call me. You can uh, go to my website and schedule an appointment. So it all works out. I am here for you. I have a YouTube channel under the hashtag AYSTAR. So I'm here for you. We are this Friday, May the 10th. We are having coffee and conversation. The topic of discussion is social media in our relationships. How far and how much do you include your social circle within your business, in your relationships? That's what we'll be talking about. I hope to see you there. It is this Friday from 6 to 9 at the Cafe Fix Midtown, 6815 Euclid Avenue in Cleveland, Ohio. There is a $5 cover that covers the operational expenses, and you're also free to shop from the coffee and other treats that she has available in her location. So I look forward to seeing you this Friday, 6 p.m., Cafe Fix Midtown. Miss E signing out. Thank you.